Hello, Mugcord. It's
We're
me,
back.
the Yuri Sorcerer, and this is Josh,
Sorry for making you wait so long between uploads. There was just a lot of stuff going on.
and that's Sredni.
Wow.
Yeah,
Those terrorists at YouTube tried to stop us from uploading, but we killed them.
true. Anyway, this is part, I guess, 3 of our discussing seasonal key visuals series. If you want to know what that's about, watch the first one, because I'm not explaining it again. Anyway, hey, Bakugan Battle Brawlers. Let's look at this one, right?
Dang. Okay.
What do we got here?
I mean,
So it gets your standard, like, sort of kids fighting with monster game. Who's it thing? It's got your like characters all lined up in a
Shit,
row. It's
hey.
very colorful.
Sorry, I just realized I've seen some of this. I think I recognize these
Yeah,
characters.
I feel like I've probably seen like half an episode of Bakugan, like when I was 12, right?
Well, this would have been.
This is a little later.
Yeah.
This is like when I would be.
This
I would have
was.
been.
I can absolutely tell you the context I saw this in. This would have been like before school on some mornings, because Bakugan was one of those things that was resigned to like the real early morning death slot on Cartoon Network, I think. Anyway.
Oh yeah. Like
no, I recognize
after
fucking
after this
dork-ass
sort of
Char
boom.
clone over there and his
Yeah.
fucking stupid sunglasses.
But yeah, this was the sort of stuff that aired like after they were playing stuff like Adamant and other boomerang related type stuff, but before
the actual
like,
things that people cared about. Yeah.
Exactly.
Anyway,
I will say it's notable that nothing in this visual is like the CG models that the show presumably has supplanted straight into it, like with Dinosaur King the other season.
Yeah.
Which is probably for the better, because it means these designs get to look pretty cool.
Yeah, they do.
And
I
the little
particularly
balls are all over the
like
place too.
the purple dragon, which I'm very tentatively gonna say was the guy in the purple shirts marble. Don't quote me on that.
This is the monster style feels like halfway between Yu-Gi-Oh and Digimon.
I mean, that's just kind of true of a lot of that stuff.
I know, but it's like very specifically those, like the design sensibility feels like in between like the scarier like Final Evolution type Digimon and a lot of the stuff that's like the really heavy duty cards in Yu-Gi-Oh, that kind of vibe. And then the character designs are more like
those are like soft Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yeah, like that sort of. Also, the sort of like rounder eye style, which I like. That I associate that like that's most pronounced in something like Metabots, honestly. Which personally, in terms of character designs, I rank that very high. But this is decent. Yeah,
yeah, it's okay. I also just feel the need to point out that the girl is Hatsune Miku. That's funny.
It really is. I'm noticing the logo has like the yellow like piss cloud surrounding it or whatever.
Yeah, that's not great. I mean, it's an explosion.
Well, it's a flash of light like an explosion, right?
It's like, kind of ugly, but I think it does help create like a focus. That means the actual visual isn't like too. There's not too many like character designs all hanging out in a row, so it's functional.
Honestly,
key visual.
Like, this is one of the better, like, purely just like here's the characters visuals we've seen, I would say. And then, like, very much in the same vein, late period Toonami pickup Blue Dragon. Does anybody remember Blue Dragon?
I was vaguely aware of it. This one,
guess who did the character designs for this?
I already know that, so it's not like fair.
Yeah,
I
wasn't actually asking you to guess.
Oh, Toriyama.
It's Toriyama. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like. Well, this honestly looks like in terms of like the sort of like what. It's like specifically Toriyama doing this like sort of like his version of the style that was very common at the time.
I believe that Blue Dragon was initially Game Boy Advance JRPG, and then it got an anime. I think that's how things went.
Well, what I was gonna say is I had a friend who really tried to convince me to play Blue Dragon
Yeah.
for.
Yeah.
If it's on the Game Boy Advance, it might also be on GameCube. It might be
Maybe.
one of those games that has
I might
GameCube
just be
and maybe a
mistaken.
link table things.
I could look it up,
Maybe-
but who
We
cares?
could be speculating like crazy. I don't want to do a billion tangents on every single series. Just.
I mean,
But,
fair, but I actually
Okay.
like this is the other thing. Like this is another one where like, hey, I remember Blue Dragon again. Like I said, it was like the anime at least was like a late period original Toonami run pickup. So that's my
Blue
main
Dragon,
association
Xbox
with Blue Dragon.
360.
Pardon?
Yeah.
The game is an Xbox 360 game, actually.
What?
Huh.
That doesn't sound right.
Well,
Well, it was.
Are you
It
sure
was
that's
also
not
the
just
first
a?
was it
I'm
a,
on
it,
Wikipedia for Blue Dragon video game. It's the only video game.
What the fuck?
It was the
Huh.
first Xbox 360 title to make use of multiple discs, spanning 3 discs in total.
oh, so like a
Huh.
mist type thing, except instead of inserting like 7 different discs into your, ancient Mac, like I was doing with Riven, you're, inserting 3 different ones into your Xbox 360. Wild.
Anyway, the key visual is fine. There's the blue dragon.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll be honest with you, like not to be a stereotype of like, ooh, minimalism, but like I feel like this would look a lot better if you just got rid of all the other characters.
I feel like there are a couple like different ways that like it ends up feeling crowded with all the characters like that. Like it doesn't. They're just sort of. They don't even feel. They feel like they've been like just plopped in. Like
Yeah, no, I mean
like,
it's
copy pasted.
it's the thing we talk
Main
about.
Boy and Blue Dragon, but
Yeah, it's the thing
The
we
other-
talk about with a lot of these, where it's just like, well, we need to show off all the character designs, so let's just grab like the poses from the character sheet and just, and then call it a day. Little uninspired. I think you could get rid of most of, or even all of the characters, and you'd have a much stronger key visual. But I guess it's okay.
sorry for coughing on the mic.
You will be killed for this.
It all has that sort of like. I think that there's the general sort of thing of the like kind of like flash of light or explosion as the point of convergence in the sort of perspective line thing to like kind of align everything. But the
It
problem
doesn't
here
work
is
with this. Yeah, absolutely.
that it doesn't work with the like stacked character designs, which
Mhm.
should be towards the center if they're doing it.
Anyhow, Blue Dragon.
Getting all classical perspective pilled on this.
Don't ever say that ever again.
Now we can move on.
Yeah.
Formalism maxing.
Bocarano.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, okay?
Please don't sing
All right, are
uninstall
the
on our
characters
YouTube
between
video.
whatever, who really cares? That fucking thing?
Yeah.
Part
I have never seen Bocarano. I am assured that it's very good, mostly by Sredni.
I understand it to be
Yes.
the psychology of the several characters is very important, such
Yeah.
that you
Yeah.
shouldn't remove them from the key visual.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think this one's actually really good.
Yeah, this one goes hard.
Yeah, with like not an exception, but like a question mark, right?
Yeah.
I think the general composition of this is really strong. Like you got the crowd of ordinary people and the like fucking gargantuan robot just kind of doing its like weird strider thing over the city.
Yeah.
What's going on with the background? Do you like what's
I-
this?
Oh, like
There,
like it being cut off like that?
Yeah, I almost wonder if this was like this
I think that
bit
this
here
might have been
is
like the it may have been the what is it called, the cover for the DVDs when they were initially produced.
maybe.
Anyway, but like I think that's like either way that's where you typically put a title.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just kind of surprised that
That's
it's
not
just blank.
style.
That's a little weird.
Yeah,
so.
that is
Look,
disorienting.
Kinda
But
cool, honestly.
It does. It's just I don't think it's supposed to look like that.
yeah, it's like there is, but yeah, like regardless, the kind of like almost a fisheye lens effect where it's focusing on this, and these are. And I'm not gonna like get into the specific spoilery things attached to this, but like part of it is most of these characters are people who pilot the robot, while simultaneously emphasizing that the robot in question is it underlines the menace and the vastness of it, like just how
Scary
huge
motherfucker.
it is.
Yeah, I will say there's a style of anime variously called Sekai World Story, a couple other things, which has a fairly complex meaning. The very short version is like simultaneously about human relationships and also like the literal end of the world, and usually kind of flattening out the differences between these things by sort of intertwining them and correlating them.
Yes.
You can think of it on an even simpler level as stuff that's kind of like Ava. And you can tell just by looking at this image that it is in that genre.
And specifically, it's a particular like twist on that, where like a lot of Sekai stuff is more oriented, like the usual definition, it's oriented around like a romantic relationship between an ordinary person and someone who is connected to a vast cosmic struggle. The thing with Bokurano is it kind of like fucks with it flips the script with that by.
I mean, this is valid. I don't think that much is evident from the key visual. I think
it kind of is by showing that it's an ensemble cast, right?
I guess.
Emphasizing the ensemble cast, because that's very important to the plot in a way I'm not going to get into.
Anyway, yeah, good key visual. Bokurano.
Good key visual.
Watch it.
Yeah.
It's still on my plan to watch. You can see, Sredni.
Yeah.
I'll on it one day too.
Okay. Yeah.
Fucking Claymore. We got like
this one's pretty
a lot of shows that are like well remembered right in a row here. We'll get into these.
Yeah. This one, Claymore. Like I typically hear kind of like compared to Berserk, but also it's clearly doing its own thing.
Whoa.
That was a sound.
Yeah, they didn't hear that because I had to choose between muting myself on Discord and muting myself for the video, and I chose to spare our listeners. So you do sound insane right now. Have fun with that. Claymore key visual, yeah, often compared to Berserk. I have heard this. This is her. This is the Claymore. I don't think that's actually what she's called, but
she's holding a Claymore. It's a type of sword.
Her name is Claymore.
Okay, but
first
yeah.
More.
It's her, the sword girl.
Claymore video. It's a banger.
Pardon?
The Mugport plays Claymore for the Nintendo DS video.
Oh my!
It's a banger.
Oh yeah, that does exist, doesn't it? Anyway,
this key visual's
kind of hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a bit boring for a key visual. This looks like it'd be like. Well, okay, no, allow me to.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, okay, get it.
We have got a pretty cool character design, standing rather not neutrally per se, but it's not the most dynamic pose.
Fair.
In front of a cool-looking castle. It looks cool, although I guess this is a very different composition than I've come to expect. One that if we remember, I was gonna compare it to that Unite Up key visual where it was more a vignette in the characters' lives that looks like it would be cool as a poster, but not the most fun still as a key visual. This is kind of similar to me, albeit a bit less of a vignette. I mean, she's clearly going out to battle. She looks like she might need someone's strongest potions, perhaps. But
I think she looks like she's about to square up and like slice you in half.
Well,
she's considering it.
This is immaterial to the quality of the key visual, there is like a specific place in Elden Ring that looks like this, and I can't remember where, and it's bothering me.
I gotcha. I think I've seen the place you're talking about.
But yeah, I don't know. The character design is not necessarily to my liking, but I think it's like a good, just like dramatic pose in front of a cool backdrop kind of thing.
Yeah, don't think too hard about the skin tight plate armor.
It is like, yeah, that is.
Oh, that is what that like, is, huh?
It is like, yeah, it's very. I guess that in like in this parallel Middle Ages, they invented latex early.
I swear to God, you guys are doing it on purpose.
We're not meaning to. Yeah, Sredni said they invented latex early in this universe.
Yes.
I said try not to think too hard about the feet. Because how do those boots work? It looks like she's wearing metal socks on
metal slippers and
all right. You guys are. That's a cool visual.
Yeah,
banner visual.
That is an extremely cool visual. Yeah, it's a solid key visual. It gives you a good idea. Ooh, this is the sequel to Darker Than Black.
Yeah, the second season of Darker Than Black, I think. I know very little about this series, but I know
the main thing I know about Darker Than Black is that
fuzzy here. That's okay.
Is that the guys who back in the day on YouTube would do judging seasonal anime by their covers, which is to say the key visuals. They would refer to like things that, and also by their like descriptions. They would say that something that like had a lot of proper nouns was like, it's a Darker Than Black. Because
the old
Darker Than Black infamously does that.
The old proper noun machine gun. Kind of a spiritual predecessor to what we're doing here right now. Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like this. It is just like these three people like standing in a room. There's some like evident distrust here. Like we've got the short guy like giving the side eye to the guy in the coat, and then the girl in the back who I can only imagine is like mystical or empowered in some way, just based on the way she looks. Is like
she's an assassin.
That counts.
That does.
She can be a cooter, right?
Yeah, she's
like a super assassin. So is he, the guy in the long black coat. Yeah.
She's just kind of vibing over by the cat.
I think that the cat is also a character.
Okay.
If I'm recalling correctly, it's like a talking cyber cat or something, if I'm remembering correctly. I might be wrong, but I think that it's either that or sort of a symbolic thing.
Also, in terms of the lighting of the image, I kind of think the short guy should be cast in shadow. He looks like he's supposed to be. Yeah. And when every other color is fairly washed out, but he's got his like...
Yeah, the lighting is...
shirt. It's a little... That's like the only thing that's really taking me out of this, because otherwise I think it's like, ooh, this is interesting.
The lighting in general is kind of strange in that there's this highlight akin to a spotlight from a stage, production.
Yeah.
But there's also the backlighting from the like warehouse window.
Yeah.
And it seems kind of like pick one, right?
It's a little oversaturated. This is like I don't know why this reminds me of the Technolize key visual.
Same color palette, although, unfortunately not Yoshitoshi Abe.
Truly, unfortunately, yeah.
Solid though.
Darker Than Black. What?
Wait, was there a did you guys cover that one, or is that like that's further back?
Technolize? I have no idea when Technolize came out. That's a show that you like.
That's 2004, I think.
Yeah, okay. That one's
we
not been covered by the thing. Den-O Coil. Also a well-regarded show that people still like, that I haven't seen because I'm a poser who's only seen anime that came out after like 2010 or so.
The original AR
show.
Is kind of awesome.
Yeah, I like this.
Yeah.
Like, not only is it like, hey, here's three characters probably, including the dog, that you're gonna care about. There's also
Yeah.
like a demonstration of the premise in the key visual. That's cool.
Yeah. It is very it accentuates that sort of like the way that like Deno Coil is. It's like, from what I've seen of it, I've only seen like 4 episodes of it, but it sort of is like concerned with kind of like the way that technology like this, which extends your sort of perception of reality, can kind of warp what reality is in interesting ways, while also being this sort of more character focused, grounded, kind of cozy show. Like, it's a very interesting mix of tones, and you can see that in like the character designs, that really nice background art.
I will say I don't love the character designs. That's a personal preference thing, obviously, but
fair enough. The guy who worked on it, I think, was like an ex-Ghibli guy, interestingly enough.
I kind of see it, if that's the
yeah,
case.
like,
yeah,
you see a little of it. But it's like, yeah, this sort of it's like it like gets across the tone of the show really well, I think.
yeah,
Like a little weird and off center, but also fairly grounded and like not cute.
Josh, do you have anything to say before we move on from this one?
I just think more than anything, this is like a really interesting composition. Like, whatever that fucking orange thing is also highlights said content.
Yeah,
exactly.
actually, that's a good point.
That really well, because I don't know what that is. That's
Building
curious.
intrigue.
That's interesting.
Yeah, as I have
highlight what the actual shot like is.
Yeah.
You know, oh, I'm looking for glasses. Just cool. Just evocative. I actually went on Mal because I was looking at this key visual and thinking, this makes me want to watch this show, which I don't otherwise know anything about. Mal's key visual is this, which is terrible.
Oh wow, that one's way worse. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Yeah.
Can I? Thank you.
All right. There we go.
Yeah, no, this one's way worse. We're not gonna analyze this one, but like it's much less interesting.
What down?
Nice. Yeah, no, it's a good key visual.
Fucking key visual though.
As I have been saying repeatedly, a really good key visual, I think, should make you ask questions, because that gets you interested.
Yeah. The best of the 6 is either Bokurano or Deno Coil, right?
Yes.
Like, yeah.
I think I have to give it to Bokurano, just because the sheer scale and menace of what I assume is like the Bokurano. I don't know.
The Bokurano means hours.
Oh yeah, no, that is just like a.
That is
a
Zir,
mistake.
Or literally the Earth, which is what the kid names the giant robot in the first episode.
Let's see.
I might
say anything.
Anyway, in terms of how much intrigue it's building for me, but neither of those are key visuals that you could go wrong with at all.
Yeah. No, not at all.
I am 6 years old, looking at AniChart.net for spring 2007, the current season of anime. I'm not smart enough to really know, but nowadays.
If I were like 6, Deno Coil would be like
you
getting
weren't
me
6 in 2007.
No. Oh god, 2007 I was 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you and I were old enough in 2007 that.
Okay, on this now. Granted, if I were 6 at the time, just like putting myself in the similar headspace, I would be excited to see Deno Coil because cute doggy, but also weird, like interesting vibe going on here.
Yeah.
Although I think I'd be like a little spooked by the difference in the glasses thing. Bokurano would scare me and haunt me and live in the back of my brain until I got old enough to.
I do want to point out that this was not the premise. The premise was not.
I'm just saying.
The premise was not what would you think of these if you were 6 years old. It's what would you think of them in 2007.
And what would I think of them in 2007? I think I would be intrigued by both. I am leaning a little towards Steno Coil, maybe, but Bokurano it's so iconic. It is so iconic.
Right, we spent about 20 minutes on those first six.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that every time because I need to.
Yeah,
Okay,
let's step it up.
And not
bit.
every single one is going to give us that much to dig into.
Like for example, this one is
Yo, I owned this show on Blu-ray for a little bit.
Wait a minute.
Gave it away.
Yeah, hold on. I think I recognize this. Why do I recognize this?
Emma, Victorian Romance.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've heard of this.
Remember when I did that fucking mystery box?
Oh yeah, no, okay, yeah. All right, that's fine.
I got this on Blu-ray.
This is just a classic one where like if you just took the characters out of the front, it would look fine. But like,
yeah,
I hate this guy.
Oh yeah, his fucking sideburns die.
It is like it is very.
It would be
of
nice
the period vibe wise, like sketchy dude with sideburns.
Yeah.
El Cazador de la Bruja, which is
That's not how to pronounce.
All right.
Well, I don't know how to. I don't know Spanish, so if one of you guys would like to pronounce it correctly, please.
Something of the witch.
No, that's not. We're not looking for the translation. Josh said that's not how it's pronounced, so I want one of you to say it.
Cathadar.
What?
Cathadar.
No, that's Castilian Spanish. In Mexican Spanish or South American Spanish,
I'm gonna fucking.
It would be Cazador.
Okay, pardon me. I learned Castilian Spanish.
Yeah, I know, because you're in England, Scotland. Sorry, my apologies for slandering you like that. You can kill me if you like.
To be fair.
But
yeah,
this is functional, I guess.
Yeah,
like in
you look at girl blowing bubbles.
I don't like the posing. It's I don't know.
This also looks like it would be a poster, less a key visual.
Yeah.
This looks like the Megami magazine scan for the show.
Yes,
kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's fine. But it's not like super effective as a key visual.
It's super effective.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It is interesting though because I just think this type of key visual composition is just very rare these days.
Yes.
So even though this doesn't look that functional, it is kind of. I almost would like to see more key visuals like this, just because it's a bit more stylish than a lot.
Also, it looks like you're looking through one of the bubbles that she blew. If you look closely at the edges.
Yeah, look at that. That's fun.
That's actually neat. That adds points for me.
That's neat enough to where I kind of wish they pronounced it more.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Exactly.
I can see that being an argument. The only thing I know about this show is that it's the third of the B-Train Gun Girls shows after Noir and Mad Lax. One of these days I'll get around to that.
Yeah.
Gegege no Kitaro 2007. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many times was this fucking show adapted?
A lot.
Many.
A lot. The original thing is like a pre-cartoon, like it's like a paper theater thing from like the late 1800s or something. I think
it's no. I mean, well, it's based. There are elements of it which are derived from things like that, but it's based on a manga from the 60s.
Really? I thought it was way older than that.
Yeah, it's like.
What am I thinking of then?
That guy did well. There are a couple of things that are like a famous one would be like Golden Bat, which is one of the earliest superheroes, but and also Midori the Camellia Girl is another like thing from Kamishibai.
I'm on here, by the way. Gegege no Kitaro, the manga, started in 1960. The story is adapted from a Kamishibai. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
So I was right.
You were right. Yeah. Sorry.
Anyway.
I apologize.
Going back to the actual subject of the video, key visual. I like this. it's just like some characters lined up, but it's done in an effective way. There's like a little like swamp hut of some sort back there. Yeah, just he's kind of gesturing. He's going like you.
Yeah.
These
You, the
character
viewer.
designs are not really my thing.
Fair.
So I'm a little predisposed against it.
They're
But it's
very
reasonably
60s.
effective as a key visual.
Well, like early 60s, late 50s, that kind of thing. Yeah.
What about
But,
eyeballed person?
I love.
I was
Eyeball
asking
Dad.
Josh.
Eyeball person is awesome. They're my favorite.
Yeah, we can all
That
agree.
thing in the back, I'm sure they're lovely. They're kind of in the way of the nice background. I think we should kill them. That would increase the
Oh
points.
no!
Josh, that
There is
thing
a
is gonna
border,
show up in
actually.
your house tonight because you said that.
There is a border around this thing that I presume is because this is a DVD cover. We can see the
Yeah.
DVD logo.
Yeah,
in
there's
the
like
bottom.
there's the volume 1 down there, so I assume
Yeah.
so. But you know,
Uh,
whatever.
Yeah.
Regardless,
It's okay.
Yeah, it is solid. It gets across what it's doing. It gets across that it's like it is an adaptation of like it's like basically like the earlier versions are like it's
No,
funny
don't
that
don't
the-
comment
the-
on this. I'm just freaking out, Josh. That's all.
Why did they have his
the
fucking
the
clippers
English
out?
name for this character is Wally Wall.
All right. Moving on.
His grippers
But yeah, it's
all
like
over the place.
okay.
And you might need to censor your like search results from that.
Hayate the Combat Butler. All right.
Hayate is a combat butler. This is like such a nothing key visual. I know of the show. People liked it at the time. Some people still like it, I think. This is just 3 characters. I get nothing off of this.
It is
It's at an angle.
That's true.
Yeah, that's there is not a lot to talk about here other than that it is one of the most mid-2000s things I've ever seen.
Character
Where's the
designs are nice, I
combat
guess.
butler part of this combat butler?
Yeah, he just looks like a regular butler here.
But young and bushy boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he winds up getting stuck in dresses a lot, apparently, according to my friend who's read it.
Read it?
Or
No.
watched it.
So moving on.
Hayate, the combat butler. The heroic age.
I
like this one.
Yeah, this one's stronger.
What's going on here? There's this fucking weird little scrawny long-haired guy looking up at the stars and longing for something that he can never achieve.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, very evocative. I really like the clouds in the background, very painterly.
And also what appear to be like a planetary ring or asteroid belt type thing.
That is what that is. You know, at first I thought it was like bubbles or something. But yeah, no, that is exactly what that is. Is that it's like a ring field, like how Saturn's got.
Yeah, and this
is a very evocative image, actually.
Incredibly evocative and like has visual storytelling.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm looking at this and I'm thinking I want to watch the show.
Yeah, yes. Absolutely. I think I've actually... Have I seen some of this, or am I hallucinating? Yeah, I've seen the first episode of this. When did I do that?
Mal's key visual is worse.
Yeah, that's fair.
Of course.
I believe the story with this is that he's like a kind of like a Tarzan type, sort of, and then he gets onto a spaceship and stuff happens. I think.
Neat.
I might be completely misremembering, but that is...
apparently like
His name is Age.
Yo.
Age or like Age?
Age.
Age. Okay. Huh.
What an age lord. Hirohira.
So I'm planning to watch. Hold on.
Yeah, no, take your
time.
Not
this show, by the way.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't imagine so.
This looks...
Yo, is that Mami Tomoe?
Yeah. Oh no, there's a girl with a camera. That's me.
Are the more masculine looking characters actually guys or just very butch girls?
Come on. This show came
It's
out in
hard to
2007. What do you think?
You'd be surprised.
Okay, let's look.
If you really dig.
One of the 3,000 Melodrama Research Society. He.
Okay, yeah.
There you go.
It's a shame.
This is just a bunch of character designs kind of plopped all over the page. It's got like a little more visual dynamism than some of these, but I largely do not respect this.
Nami is clearly crushing on blonde guy. Purple girl and blue guy are clearly crushing on each other, but slapstick way.
Yeah.
I like photography girl because I'm predisposed to liking photography girls.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like these uniforms though. I don't think
they would probably look better if they were not all scrunched together.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm looking at like the boys' uniform. That should be brown. Brown isn't a good color for that type of uniform.
It is like a mustard brown, yeah.
I get that it's like going for the sort of chaotic, zany comedy thing by crowding everything like this and having all the interactions made really obvious.
Now there's more girls than there are boys, so who wins?
True. I'm gonna just go ahead and say something. I've never seen this. I probably never will see it. If I were to see it, absolutely would be favoring
Purple Girl. Yeah,
Purple Girl up in the top right. That's
like
my kind of character. Actually, I'm gonna. What's her thing? Sakai Mire. What's her thing? She has a serious personality and is able to forcefully command the other members of her club. Hell yeah. Girl
she
boss.
Might have a romantic feeling for Nono. Which one's Nono? That's a girl!
What?
Look, you might also have romantic feelings for Nono.
Oh shit.
And then if we go back a page, Nono is the girl on the right.
Yo! Okay, maybe it's good, actually.
Okay, as I said...
maybe it's
this
good,
gave
actually.
Me the energy of there's some gay shenanigans
maybe
here,
it's
probably.
Good, actually. I still don't really like the key visual.
Okay.
Yeah, like the character designs are fine. It's just
so best picture is heroic age, yeah.
Yes,
by and far,
mile.
By far and away. That's what I meant to say.
Incredibly powerful visually.
Hell yeah! Okay, we're gonna spend a second on this one.
Oh boy.
So, Idolmaster Xenoglossia is a fascinating artifact to me of a time where it was easier to get a mecha anime greenlit than an idol anime, which, can you fucking imagine? Can you imagine? Yeah, no, if anyone somehow does not know, Idolmaster is, popular idol anime franchise nowadays.
Yeah.
But their first anime, instead of being a direct adaptation of the, I think, arcade game, was a mecha thing that was like an AU, and it's this.
This looks delightfully bizarre.
I actually kind of like this key visual.
I do. No, I do. Yes.
We are literally all talking at once.
Yes.
Yeah, I know.
Sredni first.
You go first.
No, I said my thing already. Sredni, you
so
go
two
first.
two things I was gonna say. One after the other is one is like idol mecha things are like feel like they used to be more common.
I mean, there's Macross, but
there's Macross. There are like a handful of other things that are basically in homage to Macross, but also like there's like
if you can't name any more, please move on to point 2.
No, but it was like I feel like spiritually that kind of like got absorbed into stuff like Symphogear, which is technically neither of those things, but has the same energy.
And go on.
But that was kind of and also stuff like Flower of Rene. The other thing that I was thinking is what's sort of odd about this one is that it looks like the shadow of her finger is resting on the like the mech, as if the mech is a background and they're standing in front of that. Like,
Yeah.
it's a painted back. It's
I
very curious. I
I
wonder if that's
don't
some kind of artifact.
actually
That is
think
just a
that's
detail of the mech because you
yeah.
could
Yeah,
see
it's
it on
probably
the
a detail
other
of the mech.
Yeah.
No, it is a
yeah.
detail of the mech. You can see the little
Sredni,
notches in either side. Sorry.
you just repeated the thing Josh said verbatim.
Yeah. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
It's alright.
It's just that I noticed it as you were saying it. But
Um
anyway,
I like this key visual. It's
Yeah.
there are 3 girls and they pilot that. That's kind of really
True.
all you need to know. I like the cherry blossom trees for scale.
It's
really
It
good.
is. Yeah, it is very of this period.
I bet this show slaps.
It's probably a lot of fun. Yeah, it's just. Yeah, that also just the cherry blossoms, like, as just like the most on the nose kind of, like, it's not even symbolism, it's just put it in there, right? I don't know.
Your thoughts,
It's great.
Josh.
Yeah, my take. I don't really like the proto Idolmaster character designs very much, but that's mainly because I have their 2013 or whatever 2011 designs on,
2011, yep.
reference. I'm looking at fake Iori and being like, get away, leave.
Actually, yeah. Sorry, go on.
As an actual key visual, I think this is solid, and especially for the time. What is this key visual supposed to be? Excessively cheery, over the top, cute high school girls. Giant fucking robot. We're a little before this idea was played out. Not even so much the idea of, other idol mecha series, obviously, because there aren't actually that many, but leaning into the inherent absurdity of it isn't an outplayed idea at this point.
Yeah.
Ergo, you're looking at the spring 2007 seasonal chart.
Yeah.
You're seeing this. It catches your eye. It catches your attention. What the fuck is this? Gonna find out. I'm $15,000 in debt on
Exactly. I will say one interesting thing I just sort of thought of is, in terms of character design. Wow, the header is something.
Just keep talking.
Anyway, with the character designs of things we've just seen thus far, the most modern of all things was in the Mao key visual for Deno Coil has probably the most modern looking designs of any of these things. A lot of this is very blast from the past.
Fair. I just wanted to pull up the key
Yeah.
visual for Idolmaster 2007 just to compare the two. These shows came out 4 years apart, and
yeah, exactly.
This looks like an artifact from an ancient era, and this looks like it came out yesterday. This is
that was what I was gesturing towards. Is but then you look at the Idolmaster 2011 designs, and they are so modern.
Yeah,
it's Deno Coil's a little ahead. That is inventing the future of how you draw cute girls in anime.
Yeah.
Timeless, even.
Honestly, kind of crazy.
Honestly, the earliest example of that I can think of is
If you can't think of it, then you can't think of it. Moving on.
Is Wakabayashi. I can't remember his first name. His designs for it was this thing that Akiyuki Shimbo did that was originally an OVA, and then it was a TV series. It is cute girls pilot a spaceship.
Based.
Why is it my brain is melting?
Is that
Princess Resurrection key visual?
Yeah. Also, is the thing you're thinking of Martian Successor, or is that a different
No,
thing?
not Martian Successor in Desco. It's
I don't know then. Sorry, I tried to help you.
Just real quick, this is DVD cover volume 9.
Yeah, that's a random choice, isn't it?
Huh.
Maybe
Princess Resurrection. I've heard the name of this before.
What the show is like. Maybe none of the other DVD covers were good enough.
Yeah, this, like, predictably, for being the 9th volume of the cover, it just kind of tells you nothing. Like,
Yeah.
there's a girl who I assume is the princess, and there's the guy who was probably the actual main character who's like cut off by the border of the key visual. There's a maid. There's an angry redhead.
There's a second maid.
It's just it. Where do you see a second maid?
One at the front.
Where?
Versus the one in the back.
What?
They both.
Am I high? What are you talking about?
Like with the, like next to the logo there is
On
this
my
character
corner,
with
though,
the purple eyes who's
purple
wearing the
eyes,
maid outfit
face.
and looks
is a
just
maid.
kind of like
What?
She's a maid.
Who?
the character in the very front of the image. See, next to between the logos, between the title.
This girl.
And yes.
Yeah.
Is she?
Yeah, she's wearing the same
like
like tie and everything as the maid in the back.
So she is. I had no idea what you guys were talking about for a solid minute there.
I feel like you were gaslighting.
I was not gaslighting you. You two keep talking over each other.
Oh no.
No, we don't.
Yes, you do. You'll be saying something and then Sredni will just start talking, or the other way around.
Anyway,
pay attention to each other, please.
I think the girl at the front's character design is cute. Anyway,
I mean, these are all perfectly fine character designs. Yeah. I'm just getting nothing off of this.
Yeah, it's just like this is just like standard issue DVD cover.
I like this character over here.
That's wow.
I don't know what's going on with her, but she's cool looking.
She has like a fucking cape.
This is also apparently on my plan to watch. Why not?
All right.
Josh, can you repeat that?
I have nothing else. Oh, I said more fucking sailor figures should come with capes.
True.
Yes. Yeah. Agreed. Oh my god, this one, which is
Karine, which I have actually seen a little bit of because it came up on Anime Roulette once.
Hey, real quick, is this not the show that the "You Think I'm Cute" image comes from?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. That's her.
It's less. It is like it makes a little more sense in the like manga. Like you can see.
No, it doesn't.
Manga art.
No, it doesn't. Me, I have looked at the manga before. No, it does not.
It's still out there.
This was the era of like really extreme like big eyes and moe designs. I am kind of glad we have left this behind.
This is like the hardest edge of the whole bishoujo trend.
Like
it's really funny.
I just
it's
like
wild.
In terms of composition, this is fine, right? Like we've got our magical girl. She's got like a spear or whatever, and then I forget the story with the other person, but they're back there. There's a kitty, but just the eyes, dude.
It is.
It is
so aggressive. It is so aggressive that I kind of respect it.
I get lost in them in the way that if you go missing in the woods, you got lost in those. I just don't like it.
It's funny to think you could
punch
your eye and only hit eyeball. You wouldn't touch any.
I think this plays into like a dichotomy, which a friend of mine who's an artist has talked about, is that like the line between something being cute and grotesque is actually really, really thin.
Yeah, no,
and
of course.
It kind of goes both ways.
What do you think contact lenses are like in this universe?
Thank you for making that joke for the billionth time, Josh.
Hey,
it's like you look at a really young kitten and they're weird looking. They're cute, but they're weird looking.
Yeah,
and it's
absolutely.
Like this kind of I feel almost leans into how weird it is. I don't know if it's on purpose or not.
I don't. I have no interest in speculating on whether or not it's on purpose. I think it looks bad.
That is fair. I think especially in like that sort of like when you crystallize it more with anime, whereas like manga you can be weird with like an image that's not in motion better. I don't know how to explain my thoughts on this ethos.
So Kaze no Shoujo Emily.
Yeah, which translates to
Megan, if you're
Emily
watching
New
this,
Moon.
when are we gonna
Well,
get back
it's
to this?
Dropped
Emily
with
the Wind Girl.
0.1 out of 10. Wow, he really
Oh,
liked this.
wow.
We gotta
Wow.
get back to this someday.
What is this? Josh, if you've seen this,
Um,
tell us.
I've seen 8 episodes of it, which is like a third of the whole show. This girl is like an orphan, and like gets adopted and hangs out with the new kids at school, or well, she is the new kid at school. The little blonde bitch is like Daiki with main girl.
Alright.
But unfortunately, main girl I think is interested in like the poor little bastard at the back.
The
Yeah.
urchin. Yes,
With the
okay.
little gay boy like painting. Plus a cat. I don't think the cat was there while I was watching. They are in Canada.
Huh.
This is adapted from a Canadian novel, I believe. I don't think this is actually like a World Masterpiece Theater anime, but it's one of the ones that's like
In
kind
that
of
style. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what this is. My God, her fucking forehead, man.
So basically,
Emily, that hairline is all the way back, and you're only 8 years old, and a girl.
What
That
happened,
sucks.
lady?
It's just stress
well,
balding.
look, Canada during like I assume this is like the early 1900s, late 1800s.
Maybe.
You're not getting like serious nourishment too easily. It might make your hair fall out. Let's be real.
Anyway, this key visual is like technically competent, but I hate these character designs.
I think especially it's especially like the way that it's colored and stuff. It's very like that aggressive kind of. It's not like the garish kind of digipaint sort of look that you got like in the early 2000s, but it's like they've refined it and toned it back a little, but it's still very like a little too sharp. You know what I'm saying?
This is true. I think if you removed all of the characters, you could submit this image to r/liminal spaces. That's my thought.
A little. Like, yeah. Don't send me down the liminal space hole.
Kaze no Stigma. I have heard of this.
Oh, yeah!
This... Stigma of the Wind. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Stigma of the Wind. Yeah, that one... Oh, God. The light novel author of that died.
Well, thank you for telling me that.
No, this was like a thing like when the anime was brought over, he'd passed away. It was like a while ago.
But the sword is the only thing about this key visual that's like noteworthy. Otherwise, this is just
guy
presumably
and
who
girl.
the romance are two characters, you know?
Yeah.
I want to say this is like a fantasy series, like a light novel-y kind of fantasy series,
and specifically like that period in light novel-y fantasy, right?
Back when light novel fantasy was like fun.
Yeah, it's this one is like, to my understanding, it's kind of like it has sort of there's kind of like sort of a what if like kind of the warring houses Romeo and Juliet kind of thing going on, but also
Wizards.
The girls at tsundere.
Oh, okay. I mean, that part's less interesting, but okay.
But they, and also they like guys from, I think, a magician family. He has wind powers. He got thrown out. He's like a black sheep.
So would you say that there's a stigma of the wind, perhaps?
Yes. It's in the title.
I think I understand the picture. Key visual is not very interesting. I hate the airbrushing effect on the hair.
Yeah.
Just awful.
Yeah, I get you. That's, yeah.
Not much to say about this one, I don't think.
Yeah, it's not the worst thing by any means, but,
We have so many more to get through.
Formula.
Yeah,
I know.
Kishin Taisen Gigantic Formula. What is this? We have two of the ugliest characters I've ever seen in front of, I'm just going to say it, a bootleg
It's the
Gundam.
lips. Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, It's a knockoff Gundam.
Like, I'm not the person who sees any mecha and is like, ooh, knockoff Gundam. That is very specifically a knockoff Gundam.
Apomechanisteos gigantic formula.
Thank you
Okay,
for
there's
the
gratuitous Greek.
Yeah, thank you for the really leaning into the Greek pronunciation. I'm sure they were.
Actually, it might be a apomechanisteos.
Stop.
Is like
Please stop.
Proper pronunciation. Sorry.
It's just it. Don't give this more thought than the people who named it gave it. Okay.
I think the actual composition of this image is like unique enough to give some points. But again,
the composition is decent.
The robot design
actually,
is a Gundam, like so much a Gundam that it's a bit.
Yeah,
suspect.
It is. Yeah, if we set aside the fact that this is the most a Gundam that anything has ever been, that isn't Gundam.
Yeah.
If we set that aside, the composition here is very good.
Yeah, I mean, if we set that aside and we set aside the fact that the characters are ugly,
designs
and,
are
like the
questionable,
just the title just being stamped on here in a very ugly way.
Yeah, it's like
designs, by the way, as much as they chose a really challenging angle to draw them from.
I mean, that's also part of it for sure.
That's part of it, yeah. Like, after we close this, can we like quickly look at how the character designs look like in the like headshots?
Sure, because I don't have anything else to say about this. So,
that's fair. Okay.
No, it still looks bad.
It's still
not good. Or like the other characters even really are not.
Yeah, I see what they're going for, but I don't think it's pulled off really well.
Yeah.
Crap. What I mentioned earlier, Wakabayashi is most famous. The guy I was thinking of is most famous for his work on the Monogatari series. But that was the first. The series I was thinking of is the first time he worked with Akiyuki Shimbo back in the 90s.
Right, but the series is called what? Is what you were trying to remember. Also, this was like 20 minutes ago.
Best of the Six.
Yamamoto Yoko. No, it's not. Is it? Yeah, no, it is Yamamoto Yoko. Yes.
Best of the Six is probably Xenoglossia, right?
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, far
this
and
is
away.
Not a great selection. To be fair.
The Xenoglossia is, I will just go ahead and say, the only good one of these.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, pardon me. I think the Kazuma Stable one's fine, but it's not really anything.
Yeah, it's there. Sorry, let me just quick. Wow, we have a lot more to get through. Huh?
We can do it. It's fine.
It's fine.
Just don't let Sredni go on. Every time.
This dumb engaged planet.
Sorry.
I always record you when it's like 11 o'clock.
It is. Josh, I sympathize, but it is called Kiss Dumb Engage Planet. Kiss, also known as Kiss Planet Engage Dumb, of course.
It is indeed pronounced dumb. So it's dumb. It's Kiss.
This
dumb.
Is so fuzzy.
Here's the characters standing in a semicircle. There's a plane in the background, but also a masked man.
Yeah,
grinning with pointy teeth.
Honestly,
that man is the most interesting part. What are you doing here?
I think these character designs are pretty good. I like the blue girl over here.
Oh, they're solid, to be fair. Yeah.
It's called Kiss Dumb Engage Planet. I'm sorry. I'm having a tough time focusing on the key visual. It's really just there's actually 3 jets. I'm just realizing in the background. Look at that.
Yeah, there are 3 fighter jets,
which maybe turn into robots. Who could say? No, I feel like if they turned into robots, they would have the robot form on the poster.
Yeah,
surely.
You'd think, right?
Like a Victory Viper kind of thing. I don't know. Cool character designs, boring composition. I want to know, as Josh pointed out, I want to know what's up with this guy.
Yeah, with the like one-eyed bird mask. It seems like.
Yeah. Can we find him on the thing? No. Okay.
I think he's a secret identity of somebody.
Somebody else, perhaps. This got a second season. That's interesting.
Naguriashi. I don't know what that means.
This is like some Dragonaut the Resonant shit where I look it up and find out that it was like actually pretty popular when it was airing. It's just that nobody remembers it anymore.
Yeah. Wait.
Promise Blue Sky or whatever the fuck this will be called in English.
No English title by the looks of it.
Well,
Kono Aozora ni Yakusoku
Melody of the
Aozora is Blue Sky
Seas
and Yakusoku is Promise, so I am taking an educated guess.
Okay.
I mean, like the sub, they translated apparently as Melody of the Sun and Sea with the manga, but I don't think that's literal.
Fuck those guys.
Is this a Yuri series?
If we're lucky, yes.
Hear me out.
I believe it is.
There's 6 girls. There's 6 girls. They're all paired off. Yeah.
And one is giving the other, while concerned, a head pat.
Yeah.
While looking smug about it.
And the one on the bottom is hugging the other. Now, this is all well and good. The key visual is very bad.
Yes. It's like this it's like they have them fading in almost like, you know, like what it makes me think of is like cheesy like 80s album covers with you know, people faded in photograph wise.
Like, this is horrible. Can I tell you what it makes me think of is like this is like what a Yuri fan sees when they're dying. Come with us to Yuri heaven.
Yeah.
I don't know why I said theirs, though I'm not in that category also. I don't know if I want to be brought to heaven by these people.
I don't know, this is one of those key visuals where you just need to cut the 4 floating heads and then all of a sudden it becomes like okay.
Yeah. Also, there's like a little bit of text in the corner, but it's like...
Yeah, we are a cropped DVD cover.
Yeah, I think so. I have no idea what's going on here.
Yes. Let's just
out
of curiosity, let's look at the manga cover just for a second.
No, I don't.
And I want to go to bed eventually.
Yeah, well. we gotta kind of
Sredni, if we do this every single time, I'm going to kill you.
Please don't kill me.
Sredni, we've done like 3 of these videos already. You're pushing your luck.
Kotetsu Sengokushi. It's samurai.
Guys.
This sure is
fantasy
almost
swords people.
Yeah, I suspect that this is adaptation of a seinen fantasy thing, probably.
Yeah, we got main guy, girl.
Fishy court intrigue guy in the
Actually,
back.
Oh, that probably is a guy, isn't it? Got main guy, girl, feminine court dude, Sephiroth in the background.
Yeah, that's what like he looks like, you know, probably like a vizier or some shit.
Yeah, this is fine.
I did like the red sword.
Yeah, the red sword is really nice. I'm less crazy about the outfit. Like, what is this texturing?
The fucking like the like BDSM glove.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of that.
Good character designs overall. I like the style, but
I like this girl. Oh, I guess it's a guy. Never mind.
Damn.
I like this guy.
All right.
Yeah, I hate him now. Yeah.
Got my attention.
Got my whole Kotetsushin Jig. Jeeg. There's a lot going on here. This has character designs by the Saint Seiya guy. I recognize this a million miles away.
The fucking background robot looks like a Mega Man anime.
I honestly really like the robot, actually. It's very, like, 70s looking.
There's somebody tied up in the background thing, surrounded by the weird, like, tendrils.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, I can't parse what's happening back there. Is that what's going on?
Clearly.
I can't there's like a demon and there's like snake bits also. Somebody just died upstairs. I don't know if you guys heard that over the microphone.
I did not.
It's that woman getting her boobs scrubbed. She's the one that died.
Oh no. It. Okay, no, there's a lot going on back there. The front part of the key visual is pretty alright.
Yeah, like, I mean, it's, if nothing else, the background is interesting. Like, okay, no, I see it is
In a
that is
very,
a very scantily clad demon woman.
yeah,
is
in
what's going
a
on.
very literal way, it does make you ask questions. Namely, what the fuck is that?
No, I did figure it out eventually. It's just a really scantily clad demon woman.
Yeah.
But
Nothing wrong with
yeah,
that.
like it's dramatic. It,
Yeah.
you know, like has some. I do think that it being so empty at the bottom feels almost unbalanced, but I kind of get what they're going for there.
I hate the gesture this guy is making.
It is really questionable. Yes.
Anyway,
He's like he's reaching down to tickle you.
Ugh. Anyway, hey, lovely complex. People like this show, right?
Oh hey.
Solid.
This one is like really good, actually. It's just like
Yeah.
a simple illustration of a funny concept. I don't know if the guy is literally small in the show, or if
I don't believe so.
or
but
if
the
it's
idea
just
is that
like yeah,
she's toying with him.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Yeah.
evil
I
woman,
like
like the Santana song.
background.
Yeah. No, this is just nice. I like her character design. Really fun outfit.
The colors are fantastic on this.
Yeah. I want those bracelets that she's got. I want those.
Yeah, they're nice.
Honestly,
Very
the scarf
fashionable.
too.
Yeah, like I will say that like the like good shoujo manga like outfit design is an art which I
Yeah.
appreciate greatly.
And they translated like the character, like the facial features and stuff well to the animation. Design, like the anime's art style, which is not always something that you get with these. Yeah, no, this is just really good overall. This is the best one we've had in a minute, I think.
Yeah, nah, this makes me want to look into this show. This could be fun.
Hey, you guys ever heard
Lucky
of a little
Star!
hidden gem called Lucky Star? Now, Josh, you had a comment earlier about Lucky Star.
Yeah. This key visual that they're using isn't my preferred Lucky Star key visual, which is a bold comment because it is girls flying in the sky together, which is conceptually
that is Kino. So
as a key visual, especially for Lucky Star, I don't actually think it ends up looking all that good. Like maybe the character design's like a little too chibi-fied for this type of aesthetic to work. Perhaps it's that. Perhaps it's like not all the girls are involved. If you're falling from the sky as girls, you're supposed to be holding hands, but not all of us are holding hands. Miyuki is right in the front, even though it's like, who cares about Miyuki?
Whoa, Miyuki hatred.
In terms of the supporting features, they picked the two most irrelevant characters.
Yeah, actually, hey, hold on. Who the fuck are those two?
Yeah. I am going to post Mal's primary Lucky Star key visual.
Alright, we'll do a comparison.
Better.
I do still like this one quite a bit, and I have some counter arguments.
Okay, well, go.
Which is for one thing, dynamic pose, good sense of perspective overall, and gives you like a good idea of the personalities of the different characters from how they're approaching skydiving. Also the gag of the fucking cat character with like the little X'd out eyes going like, oh no, at the bottom is like dark joke, but I like it. But yeah, it's like the sort of relational thing going on, and like the different characters, the way that they're acknowledging the camera to different degrees, with the most focus being on our heroine. Despite her technically not being the closest to the camera, she's like the one who is like dead on
looking at it.
looking
Yeah.
at you. Yeah, like
And then Kagami in the bottom is like fixing her hair, seemingly, which I appreciate.
yeah, like oh,
I don't know,
there's someone's
Josh.
photographing this.
I'll bring up the Malky visual for comparison. I don't like this one nearly as much, to be honest
I
with
don't
you.
like it as much, but I do like it. I will say that, like, of the crowding an entire cast into one shot thing, it does it well because it looks like an actual group photo,
I guess
and I
I
can respect that.
I don't know. It's just like here's the characters. Like yeah.
Yeah, it's very like I do like I also again I like this one being like, again, it does have like the characters behaving in a way that is like appropriate to those characters in this situation.
For me,
However, I do find the skydiving one far more dynamic and like funny.
I end up finding this is more representative of the show's vibe, and also it has colorful and unique enough character designs to where this type of visual, which emphasizes those designs specifically, works for me. Whereas I look at the skydiving one, I'm like, that's not Lucky Star. That's some other thing.
I don't know.
Who are you?
I think it. I don't know. I get where you're coming from, but I like the skydiving one better. The inclusion of these two is baffling, though. Like I wanted to have a something happened to lead to these two specifically being on this visual. That's weird.
No idea.
Anyway, yeah, Lucky Star. Best of the six, I have to give it to Lovely Complex easily.
Yeah.
I actually might give it to Lucky Star, honestly.
Also fair. It's between those two, though. What about you, Josh?
Lovely Complex, very, very good, though.
I am picking Lovely Complex.
Valid.
Because it is lovely.
Oh shit, Nanoha mentioned. Magical
Nanoha
Girl Lyrical
mentioned.
Nanoha Strikers.
Yeah. Unfortunately, our darling Nanoha has appeared. This key visual sucks.
Yeah, it's a little bit. It's
This I don't hate it, but it's not great.
Yo, fucking
Relative
Fate
to the season, the
Testarossa is
characters
here.
our big floating heads take on a relative supporting role, while our main characters are the ones that are in,
The foreground,
normal scale.
yeah.
Which, alright, except this looks bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
we've got the mid 2000s airbrushing, like really amped up on some of the smaller character designs in here.
That's just what Nanoha looks like.
You know what kills me is that these are
it's
nice drawings individually.
Yeah.
Especially
exactly.
Nanoha and Fate on the bottom, but composited together like this, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's turning like individually good dynamic poses and character designs with like a few details that are like, as I said, like they're of the time. Like but like would be fine just like in isolation or in like a scene, and then just sort of like throwing them on top of each other in a way that feels kind of chaotic in a not very good way.
All right,
I'm excited for Maho Shoujo Lyrical Nanoha Exceeds Gunblaze Vengeance.
Who isn't? Yeah. I'm gonna pop open this key visual for you guys.
Oh, it's this show.
And then I have terrible news, which is that I need to hit the restroom real quick. I will be right back, genuinely. Discuss this without me, and I will chime in when I come back.
Right.
Ouch.
Fuck. Right, no. What the fuck is that fucking pig? I hate that fucking pig more than anything. Why are animal pigs the most unpleasant?
Okay,
like,
so
I
can vamp on this show
by the way,
for a while.
this isn't it.
Like I've seen like 2 episodes of this. It's odd.
I want to put my fingers in that pig's nostril like a bowling ball. I'm wearing gloves in this scenario, by the way, and then fucking deck it against like a wall and watch its head explode. I hate that thing.
Circular pig.
Yeah, like Josh is speaking of doing unspeakable violence to the circular pig.
Wait, why do you hate the pig?
I just don't like looking at that thing. There are a bizarre amount of anime that try to have like cutesy pig characters, and I typically hate them. There's
Why?
this, there's Seven Deadly Sins. God knows what else there is out there.
Okay, well, the one in Seven Deadly Sins sucks.
Yeah, and so does
Yes.
this pig. Here's the thing: the rest of the character designs are whatever. Seem to be like there's two ninja girls, there's some shrine maidens. All right, we're like classical Japan, but there's a boy here. They're doing the floating in the sky thing, but above an island, which is
Yeah, I think this is like
alright.
Isn't this an Ichi series? Am I remembering that right?
I think so. Drifted
Maybe.
off the blue.
It is a harem series, sorta. Zany comedy thing.
Oh, actually, no, I remember because this show has a really nice OP. Visually.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like it is the guy like falling through the sky and seeing all the girls on the way. I hate this thing.
Why do you hate Tonkatsu?
I want to kill it. That's why.
Okay. He's innocent, Josh.
Tonkatsu.
No, it deserves to die.
He's innocent.
Anyway, fine key visual.
Edo Rocket, which I think is notable for being one of the earlier things Nakashima Kazuki did.
I've honestly never heard of this, but it looks striking.
It's a strong key visual, yeah.
I
three main
don't...
characters up front, and they've got like their instruments of construction with them. Different colors for everybody, and we've got like a decent grasp on their personalities, I think, just from this visual. Now, do I like necessarily the main guy's design? Not necessarily, but that's okay.
I was about to say I do not care for his design, but it is not a bad key visual, which is distinct from whether or not I like the design.
I think it mostly gets up by a pretty unique art style, to be fair.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
What is Mount Fuji, but red? That's kind of striking. Why is it red?
Yeah.
You know?
I think this show is, as the title kind of implies, about them trying to go to space. Am I right about that, or am I making that up?
I skimmed about me for a second ago.
It's a firework that can reach the moon. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Sora.
Yeah.
I might watch this one of these days. I've had it on my plan to watch for like a billion years.
I like the abacus person.
Yeah. Abacus person.
You would like that.
Big Wind Up. It's one of those like lightly homoerotic sports anime.
Yeah, like Uma Musume.
True.
I wouldn't use the word lightly for Uma Musume.
I wouldn't either, but I saw my opportunity and I took it.
These are guys after a baseball game. They've got some personality.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just bros being dudes.
What
What could be better than this?
The slightly starstruck looking one.
Oh yeah,
the other
he's
one
the
just...
homoerotic tension one. But look at him.
Yeah.
Get someone that looks at you the way. Jane, can you please go on the character page?
Sure. Yeah.
Get someone that looks at you the way Takuya looks at Ren.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Like goddamn.
Overdrive.
Real quick, I didn't notice that show was by A1 Pictures, distinctly pre-Sword Art Online A1 Pictures.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
Old A1. Yeah.
Spy on a bike.
Back when they mostly made steak sauce.
Oh hey, it's Zebek.
This is maybe the funniest one we've got so far.
Yes.
Like, okay. The title of the show is written on his jersey. The studio is written on the arm of his jersey. It's
the studio is also easier to see than the
title.
Name of the show.
Yeah. It's like a really... It looks like he's barreling toward you and about to run.
And where
you
the
over.
clothing logo would be, I think that's specifically a shout out to another company involved in it. And also on the helmet, same one. And he's just, his expression, everything is blurry, but his face is in focus, and he's just
I honestly
Going for it.
like this is very evocative. Is what I
is.
will say.
The more we talk
The-
about it, the more we like it.
Yeah.
The character design, if I'm being real, is very like honestly kind of looks 2000s yaoi guy-y.
I mean, that might be kind of what they're going
Might
for.
be.
Once you see his hands, they curl around the handlebars like 3 times.
Gosh, that's disturbing.
You've seen like 2000s yaoi art.
I mean,
in your
yes, I
life?
have. Hey, what do we think of Rev Bahaf Wangog Jigyeon
Oh, it's South
Sogi?
Korea.
Oh, this
is
is
an
an
anime?
anime.
Yeah.
What are you doing on here? They're on South Korean anime in 2007.
I mean, there's this one.
Is that London? Is this about the royal family? Is that Prince Charles?
Sure. I think this
It's a
is pretty
prince
cute.
named Van. Is the
That's
main character,
Buckingham
apparently.
Palace.
Yeah.
My bedroom, my horse's room, my playroom.
The
Yeah.
I'm
character
amazed I can
designs
read
are
all of
cute.
that. It's pretty low res.
Yeah.
The
This
character
looks
designs are kind of cute. This
likable.
key visual isn't very good. I do like that Buckingham Palace is there. I wish it was bombed, but I don't know if it's on YouTube,
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
Why would you do this to me?
Nah, it's alright. Look, Mudcore YouTube can just get another strike. It's fine.
Yeah.
Look,
I don't
you
know.
already described a character as dicey. We're screwed.
Oh yeah, you did say that, didn't
Yeah,
you?
you can do that. There's
It's
like
in
a
a
guy
it's in a reclamatory way, but YouTube doesn't know that.
Yeah.
YouTube, guys, I was just talking about famous actor Dick Van Dyke.
All right.
True. Anyway,
He was on the last
this
podcast that I watched.
I feel like this show has never been brought over here, which is unfortunate because it looks kind of cute.
45 people on Analyst claim to have finished it, and it has a mean score of 38%.
Oof.
That bodes well.
But
Salute.
I
What are we thinking for best key visual of this 6? It might honestly be Overdrive.
Overdrive. It's very
Or
evocative.
Edo Rocket.
I'm tempted to go with Big Wind Up simply because
Just guys being
homoeroticism.
Just guys being
Just guys
gross.
being dudes.
Yeah.
I really don't think Overdrive is the best by any conventional metric, but it's also so
It's
not
evocative.
conventional.
Yeah.
See, it's doing a momentary Lily on us, okay?
No, shut up about momentary Lily. Okay,
Not
we don't
in a
need
bad
to...
way though.
We
I
have to
respect Momentary
get
Lily.
back to momentary Lily at some point in the future. All right.
Yes, we do.
Um.
I'm excited.
I might just say Overdrive anyway. Yeah.
I'm like leaning
we're
towards
getting
maybe
there. We're
Big
getting
there.
Wind
Yeah,
Up,
we're
but Overdrive has it has a potency all its own. This is a kids show.
What gave it away? The
don't know.
everything.
Yeah.
Rose doesn't real DSL.
Never say that again.
Being Karabi.
You know what it stands for?
I didn't say that. I just said never say it again.
Which means you know what it stands for.
Why is a Lego man being leered at by a purple monster? This upsets me.
Like, if I'm 3 years old and I see this, I'm sure this looks appealing.
If I'm 3 years old and I see this, I cry.
There's a robot and there's a little frog character who might also be a robot, and then you've got the weird villainous blob. It's like, I'm going to sabotage their plans and their plans and make
They're
them
friends.
cry. Their friendship
I-
and their plans
Like this.
and make
This
them
looks
cry.
like it's just like a random crop of a bigger picture. I hate this.
fair.
Get it out of here, Robbie and Karabi. Get out of here. Yo,
AKA
Romeo
Robbie and
Juliet.
Robbie.
Romeo x Juliet. Oh boy.
This was another one. Wasn't this kind of popular when it came out?
Yes, I
Um,
remember that.
it's I mean, they're standing back to back, alternate
They've got armor in
colors.
contrasting colors, yes.
I like the flower. I like the angel statue with the moon behind it. Honestly, I think I like this one. Maybe a little too many like particle effects, but
The thing is, like, the white rose is cool, the red rose is cool, the fire is cool, but also, yeah, it might be a bit...
it's a little much. But
Kind of.
you know, I can respect a little much if it was from like a place of like trying to do something ambitious. That's valid.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it is melodramatic because it's a melodramatic show.
Yeah.
I don't get too much out of this, but it is pretty cool.
Mhm.
I respect what it's doing.
Hey, sorry, I tapped over and saw the phrase "red whirlwind" in the description. Hold up.
Yeah, no, it's
In the floating
Space
continent
Road.
of Neo Verona. Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on.
Yeah, Romeo's show is awesome.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Iron Fist of the Montague
Cross-dresser
family.
as Odin.
Cross dresses as Odin and the town's hero of justice, the Red Whirlwind. This might slap.
I've heard things that seem like this is pretty good, yeah.
Noted. Saint Beast.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
this show.
you can talk about these Yowie boys while I go see if the bathroom has been vacated yet. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, oh, it's the fucking Yowie tank top. Okay, sure.
I don't really like any of these designs.
Yeah, they're not doing a ton for me either. Like,
Other than that, it's just a bunch of boys on a blue background, you know?
yeah. It's like,
Just have how much else to say?
yeah, it's like a good variety of hair color.
I don't know, there's two guys that are kind of brown, plus an orange, plus two blondes, and then the two blue guys. One of them's like white blue, but still.
One of them's teal, and then one of them has the like flowing purple hair. Well, you say two brown. It's really that there's one red, one more traditional brown, and then there's also one with the orange. Then there's one darker blonde, one like lighter blonde. You know, the honey blonde versus the sandy blonde.
I don't think I get very much out of this.
Yeah, there's not a lot to talk about here, honestly.
Right.
We haven't mentioned the little white slit that separates the
Yeah, it's like in the God, what is the type of dress called? It's like a thing in like
And I think
Chinese
it looks
traditional
bad.
dress. Yeah, we agreed. Yeah, no, it's not very compelling, unfortunately, and the character designs are kind of stock.
Alright, cool.
One of them has the fucking, like, yaoi crop top tank top going on.
Indeed.
In the front. Which, what a look.
What is this? My goodness. Story of Sayun Koku. Second
series, specifically.
Yeah. This is
this
homemade show.
Yeah. All right, and wow, there's a lot going on with just the outfits.
These guys don't look different enough for there to be 4 of them.
But they do, but their outfits are different enough for there to be 4 of them.
I guess.
They're clones. That's my theory. They're clones.
The girl in front looks just absolutely not happy to be here, and I don't blame her.
She looks a little high.
Yeah. What's on? What flowers are those, Miss? What are you doing right now?
She's concealing.
Hey, this guy's hat is like really clearly CGI. Look at that.
I mean, that's true. The other guy's hat too.
Yeah, but
well, the one immediately opposite him to the left.
Yeah, but it's so obvious with this one.
Oh, but once you notice it on that guy, then you notice it on the other guy immediately opposite him, and they all have like almost the same face.
Yeah. What's happening here?
Wild.
the flowers, the smoke in front of the...
Like, I appreciate the drip. I respect the
Stop
drip.
calling it drip.
Okay, but it's like
I
the
think
the,
the
the shoujo
livery
like
are a bit mid, personally.
outfit sort of thing is like it's strong here, but that's partly because it's a period thing and everybody is dressing like that in like a court sort of setting, right?
Is there anything to say about this that isn't just damn reverse arm so that doesn't look very good?
What's up with the green thing? That's the other thing that I gotta say.
Yeah, it's like it's supposed to be a frame, you know.
Yeah,
like,
but it's not framing anything.
I guess it's framing what appears to be the Forbidden City back there.
Damn, this key visual isn't even very much better.
Yeah. Anyway,
it's better, but it's like not that much better.
Moving on. Swiftly along.
Watch the Apothecary Diaries instead.
Moribito, Guardian of the Spirit. I have seen some of this show. Why is it on my plan to watch? I have seen like a decent chunk of this. This used to air on Adult Swim Action back in the day. Before they switched to branding that as Toonami.
Based on a series of novels.
Yeah, the whole thing about this is that girl in the center, Balsa, is like a spear woman. She's involved in all kinds of intrigue throughout the land, and I think it's China. Am I right about that?
It is based on like I think ancient Korea.
Oh, okay, my bad. Not a great key visual, unfortunately. I mean, that's Balsa there in the center, but like...
And then there's the prince who she's protecting from a horrible, gruesome death. Like, it gives you, like, a good idea of, like, the range of different characters, but at the same time, it's just not very... Again, it's got the same problem with cluttering it with the characters who would look fine in, like, isolation, but there's just too many of them.
The whole here's our characters thing, it gets old when you look at enough of these.
Once you see enough of them, and like I do, like it gives you the sort of like the background at least is there showing the sort of mountains and things which a lot of the show is set in. So
yep, I believe that guy in the back is the emperor. He's like the I think.
I've not seen enough of Moribito to speak on this more extensively.
Shout out to Moribito. Got me through some sleepless nights back in high school. Which sounds euphemistic now that I say it out loud, but I do just mean that I was
same. The novels were written by the same writer as Kemono no Soja Erin, which I'm very fond of.
What did Josh say?
Sorry, Josh.
Since I didn't say anything about that key visual. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's another... Here's some characters. It's not the worst here's some characters key visual we've looked at. I think the background is a bit more interesting than some of them, but not great.
My bride is a mermaid, you guys. Did you know this?
What
is happening here? Hold up. Hold on. Okay. On the surface, this appears to just be a here's our characters key visual. Dig a little deeper.
But it's like the zany, intense version.
I wouldn't say zany. This just looks weird. Like we've got
kind of unpleasant, honestly.
Like there's just like a void at the bottom of the visual that like all these petals are going into. And up top, there's the inset version of the main girl, who I suppose is the mermaid in her mermaid form, like swimming with some fish. And in between then and that, there's a bunch of just other characters. Like there's
her getting ready to like whip out a sword on you.
Yeah.
Main guy looking alarmed. There's
an ugly bastard in this cast.
Yeah, he's like Yakuza looking motherfucker.
There's the Muppet Babies version of Shenjo Gahara from Bakemonogatari. It's a lot going on here. There's a guy. There's a guy whose like face is like an Owo emoji.
And he has
Yeah.
he really
No,
is.
sorry, that is the guy you were just talking. What the hell is this show? In an odd twist of events, during his summer vacation, he ends up almost drowning in the sea.
Mermaid family.
Hey, that's not an odd twist of events. That's just like an unfortunate occurrence.
She's from a Yakuza mermaid family.
Okay, the
and-
premise of the show.
This might be very good or very bad.
He has to marry her so that either of them aren't executed by the mermaid Yakuza.
This got multiple seasons, huh? Oh, got an OVA. Okay. That's crazy.
OVA fan disc back when those were a thing, God bless.
God bless.
I think that key visual could be effective if you killed half of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like the weakest batch so far. I think Romeo X Juliet has my vote.
Yeah, I'm leaning towards that one. Like My Bride is a Mermaid is like out there enough that it has some intrigue, but it's not as good. I will say dishonorable mention to Sayun Koku Monogatari for having really good color design, but when you look closer at it, just falls apart.
Well, that's also true about me.
I'm so sorry, Jane.
It was intentionally nonsensical. Don't apologize. Shining Tears X Wind. This show looks like it's from like 1995. What the fuck is this doing in the 2007 thing?
What is up with the character design on that fucking Wolfman?
There's a lot.
He looks like a fucking DreamWorks character.
Oh yeah, hold up, yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just like in there next to like a cat girl.
Yeah.
There's a cat girl, there's a High Entia from Xenoblade Chronicles. There's the guy in the back left with the hair.
Yeah, what is up with these character designs?
Like, the elf has the longest ears I've ever seen, and also angel wings on her head.
Yeah.
And everything is, like, airbrushed to shit.
She's not an elf, she's a something else that they've come up with the name of, which is basically just elf, but more so.
I did just notice the cat girl's ass is on full display, except for the
oh my god, you're right! But it's covered by the sword. It's like censoring that she's presenting to the camera.
Hey, fuck you for saying that.
Hold on.
Her name is Mao, by the way. The cat girl, apparently.
Yo.
Zero, a cat called Mao. We're doing great so far.
What is this about? Mysterious disappearances, different show, are occurring one after the other in Tatsumi Town. Kiria has a vision from a mysterious, beautiful girl with pointy ears. A book talking for an alternative world is found, and Mao, searching for her long-lost friend Zero, comes to our world. But what she didn't expect is to find Soma and Kureha, and even less, to accidentally take them to her world. Oh my god, it's an isekai.
It's an old school isekai. Alright. This seems like it could be a train wreck, but an entertaining one.
Sorry, what did Josh say?
I noticed that the description reads like almost machine translated. It's hard to parse.
I'm pretty sure it was. It's like I think
Network, which is like
it's on ANN, but I assume it was posted there when the show was airing, and was like machine translated in 2007.
Yo, character design for Minky Mo. Wait, Shiwa Saito. I didn't notice that.
Oh yeah, look at that, huh?
Yeah.
Miyuki Nada as well. And Akira Ishida.
Fuck it, I'm adding it to the thing. By the way, just a correction because I was a doofus. The character designer I was talking about earlier was Akio Watanabe. Was confusing with Atsushi Wakabayashi, who is an animator.
Sredni,
My apologies.
I am going to kill you.
Also, it was Starship Girl Yamamoto Yoko.
Okay,
What
we
is that?
finally got
Polyphonica?
in the name of the show like a full 45 minutes after it was brought up.
Specifically the TV series rather than the OVAs.
We have
This girl's
completed
name
the
is
character
Aqua
arc.
Lagrange's Saltica or something.
Hey, this kind of is... Huh. I kind of like this.
This isn't bad. Yeah, what is this again?
Polyphonica.
Polyphonica, okay.
Aqua Lagrange's Corticarte.
Kyoko Sokai Polyphonica.
Is
Alright.
the girl in the back like the stand of the girl in the front?
If she's not the
Or
stand,
she
turns
becomes
her.
that?
Sure,
I don't know.
There's some empty space at the bottom. I'm actually presuming that's where the title goes.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like this is reasonably evocative, like especially like the jumping. Like
yeah. This is definitely like one of the most 2007 ones we've gotten so far.
Yes.
Like the plasma effect down here, like geez.
Which it's like
the hair vent, yeah.
Yeah, the hair vents, the big bows on her outfit.
Yeah.
And all the frills.
And the big other things on the other girl, yeah.
I mean, well, on both of them, actually. It's just subtler on the girl in the foreground.
Hatara Foron is voiced by Kamiya Hiroshi.
Yeah, why
not? That's our main guy, Hatara Foron.
Yeah, why not?
Oh, he's no ordinary musician. That's right, his name is Hatara Foron.
I wonder if this is any good.
He's a dentist? Is Tatara Foron a dentist, Jane?
A dentist.
Dentist.
Yeah, that's what the guys are called, yeah.
A dentist, which
adapted is from a visual novel. Oh no!
Oh boy, this could be wild.
No, is there no studio listed here, or am I just not seeing
wait,
it?
Let's see.
No, there
producers.
Just isn't one. Producers are listed, but no studio. That's weird.
Ginga Ya. Who are Ginga Ya?
These are the production companies, not
I know,
the studio.
But at the same time, it might be one of them might be actually like the studio.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Ginga Ya is the studio that is correct. I went on Mal.
Okay. Well,
yeah,
somebody
mostly planning, by the way.
Epic.
No, back to the key visual though.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's a girl whose design is very 2000s and is okay that presumably turns into this queen of some description.
Yeah.
Kind of cool. Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not amazing.
Poggers.
But kind of poggers.
Skullman.
Oh. That's a
Skullman.
Oh,
I mean,
wait, that art
right?
Isn't that Amano?
Skullman.
This is the key visual of the year.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is I think that it might have been painted by Amano.
Skullman.
But yeah, it's Skullman.
Skullman.
You mean like Yoshitaka Amano?
Yes, Yoshitaka Amano,
is this
Final Fantasy guy.
Useful art style. To be fair, he is a bit more diverse than that. Whoa.
Wait a second. Oh yeah. Also, this show series comp by the Razafon guy, who unfortunately the most recent thing that he's done is.
Eventually. Stop telling us about the series comp.
Anyway,
it is Skullman standing in the rain, presumably going through it.
This is yeah.
Honestly, to emphasize his design.
Yeah, he's got like a bloody dagger. Do you think this is like? Because I believe Skullman is kind of like a sort of a Batman figure, right? Like he's like an Avenger of the Night. Do you think this is
seems like a tragic assassin?
Do you think this is him after like taking the life of his first evildoer, and he's like, "Oh man, this is what I've got to live with now. It weighs so heavily on my soul."
It has that kind of energy. I do love. Also, he's got a fucking cravat.
Yeah,
and like the giant collar.
I like
it's just a really good design.
Yeah, just like aces all around. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Good on you, Skullman.
All right.
Sola.
Not to be confused with Solanine.
I immediately don't respect this because it's apparently a show with a male protagonist where they hide the fact that there's a male protagonist.
It's even more sad
well.
because the white girl is like gender as fuck. I want to be her.
Josh wants to
Valid.
be a girl with white hair. News at 11. It's two girls.
Yeah,
They're
it's
cute.
like it's fine.
Yeah.
It looks like exactly the kind of show it probably is.
What vibe do you get off of this?
I'm guessing visual novel adaptation. It's probably
Yeah,
fine.
fair.
It's probably fine.
I like the black-haired girl's hat. I want a hat like that.
Well, imagine if these two were like a couple and there wasn't a guy.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Huh. It's based on a manga.
Fuck you, Morimiya Yorito.
Yorito, you piece of shit. I'm gonna add him to my least favorite characters thing.
I'm surprised that it's based on a
heterosexual
manga. Like, curious about the manga. I'll look at that later.
Urban fantasy, love triangle, superpower, kudere, heterosexual, coastal, seinen yokai. Should I click the spoiler tags?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
I have totally been forgetting to check the reviews for all these, by the way. Whoops.
Oh, that could be something.
Yeah, that could be
Yeah,
interesting.
those aren't funny. Those are just spoilers.
That could be spicy.
Yeah.
Spoilers for Sola,
Interesting.
Yeah,
folks.
sorry guys.
Albeit very vague ones.
Interesting. Interesting.
Anyway, key visual on its own.
It's fine. Yeah.
It's two girls that are cute.
I like the the name that they've got. Like the logo makes this look like it's like software of some kind.
It does.
No,
it
Sola
is so
Sola antivirus.
Sola is your desktop assistant.
All right.
Anyway,
but yeah, overall a great show for me with good main characters. If you cannot stand a slow pace, though, it may not be for you. Why you should watch Sola Sky anime? And then the same question in, I think that's Italian.
No, that's the Zashto. That's Croatian.
I'm an idiot. Don't worry about it, okay? I'm sorry I called you Italian, reviewer.
I mean, it is on the other side of the Adriatic. It's nearby.
Spider Riders. I know a really stupid piece of trivia about this show.
That
the English the English dub of the anime had an opening theme by a Canadian rock band called Drake, and because of this, sometimes the opening theme shows up under the it gets misfiled under the discography of the other Drake. Which is just kind of amusing.
That would improve his discography slightly.
I heard you. I mean, I agree with you. But,
also, all I can say about this is, given what I've seen of some of the weird CGI in this show, I think that this looks better than the actual show.
I know very little about the show itself. Kind of just character designs plopped down in the back. I like the weird mecha beetle, and the guy riding it. Well, I mean, yeah, but it doesn't look like a spider.
The smirking conehead villain guy with the
he's cool.
Striking.
I was gonna say I like Conehead. I hate that guy in the back with the blue hair, though.
Oh my god,
no,
he's
sucks.
got that hair. That's a recurring hairstyle, by the way.
He's upset that he isn't Conehead.
Josh, can you just go ahead and add... Is this him? No. He's not on here! What the fuck?
Or maybe he is. Maybe he's the one that is named Magma, who doesn't have an image there.
I don't
No, it's Igneous. It's that guy. It's the guy, because you don't see the full extent of his hair.
No, it's not. No, we're not looking for. We're looking for Conehead. Yeah.
Oh no, you're looking for Conehead.
He's not on here.
That would be
sucks.
That
curious.
Sucks.
Confusing.
No reviews for this one. Okay.
Yeah, and
It
our key
appears
visual,
to be
okay.
most second most recommended thing with it is one of the I
An
think that
interesting
was a
series
later
coming up.
Digimon season. Weird.
Tai
Tai
Chi
Chi
Chasers?
Chasers?
Hey, why is this show called this? This looks like another kid's show. Look at, like, there's cards, there's like a device to scan the cards, and this is absolutely a kid's show.
The guy in the back absolutely is a chaser.
Shut up!
By the way,
He's got the leg.
this DVD cover is Korean?
Oh, is the show Korean?
No.
Huh. That's weird.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah, the DVD cover is, because you can see the JP title and then the
yeah.
Korean title.
Well,
Korean Volume 1.
It's a card game
that
anime.
stamp that's
I
in
mean-
the way, I am going to presume is not part of the original key visual.
yeah.
So just try to imagine what that girl's lower half looks like.
I'm not gonna do that.
Phrasing.
Yeah, I realized I could make it sound bad, so I chose to.
Yeah, no, of course. Here's the thing, okay?
Yeah.
That guy in the back absolutely, is in, like, a mailing list with Akio Otori, and he tries to get
Yes.
Akio's attention a lot, but Akio just doesn't, like... You know, this guy is clearly of age, so Akio doesn't care. The guy, like, the kid in the front with the fucking tiger stripe, like, facial markings is kind of killing me. This looks very silly. Also, I'm pretty sure that this cover art was, like, slapped together for the overseas market. This does not look like an actual key visual. But maybe it was, who knows.
I think the actual visual isn't very good.
Oh, hey, like, male and female Deuterot, like, co-protagonists for something like this is kind of,
Yeah.
You know, that's kind
And
of
also, like,
unusual.
actually looking at some of the character designs in context, they're decent.
Can you go back on the main girls page for a second? I needed to read something. Okay, no, sorry. I saw
She's a member of the Tigeroid
race
race.
and assumed that all these characters had 4 kids, like dub names.
Oh.
Which they might do. You know.
Yeah, and I don't know.
Not
Maybe.
here, anyway.
Wait, produced by 4 kids that are... Hold on.
Yeah, that's why I brought it up.
Hold everything. Hold everything. We're going on a side quest. Tai Chi Chasers. Let's see.
It is.
Manhwa
It's
anime.
based on a manhwa.
Wait, what is Korean?
Localized Cantonese version.
It aired on
Yeah.
KBS. Where?
We wanna find
it is a
characters.
South Korean thing.
Yeah.
Did they not get renamed?
I mean,
Yeah.
General
They don't rename-
Vicious seems pretty, renamed.
Yeah, but then Rai is still called like Rai, and Sana is still called
Yeah,
like
that's
Sana.
crazy.
And, like,
I mean,
Steve or something.
Yeah,
I mean-
Steve and Linda or something.
Well, whatever. We can close this now. Who gives a
Yeah.
fuck?
Alright.
Jason Griffith.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, apparently the main characters are tiger people. Sure,
Best of the 6 is Skullman.
Absolutely.
absolutely.
Honorable mention to
What?
Polyphonica, but...
Yeah, but
think there's
unfortunately,
Ah,
Polyphonica did
fine.
never change.
Okay.
All right, all right.
Fucking
Gurren
Gurren
fucking
Lagann. Here's the thing, okay? I have kind of a personal history with this show. We're going to throw that out for the moment. This is just like a pretty good key visual.
Yeah,
We've got our 3 main characters for like the first part of the anime. We've got Simon, we've got Kamina, we've got Yoko. Behind them is I think this is the second like fusion form they come up with for the mech. With the classic like Daitarn. Is it Daitarn 3 came up with the head crescent and mecha thing, I think. The big shades, obviously, just like a very strong key visual overall. Like you look at this and you know what the show is about, more or less.
yeah.
It is just cool and striking.
Yeah.
Gurren Lagann has really nice aesthetic sensibilities. The way Gurren Lagann the robot is cast in like these deep black shadows. Just
Oh yeah, no,
that's
classic.
cool.
Yeah,
You know,
It is
God damn.
incredibly stylish. I will
Those
say
fucking
that.
sunglasses on the mech, like, God.
Yeah.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah. This one it's iconic.
similar to
Yeah.
Die Buster. Maybe that being there will get more people to watch Die Buster since it is
I hope so.
fantastic.
Terra.
Toward the Terra. Oh,
Yeah.
I've heard of this.
Yeah.
It's like a old school like space opera thing, right?
Yeah, old school space opera thing by one of the Year 24 group people. I think it's the same author as Kazutoki no Uta, which is one of the first BL manga.
Cool.
Yeah, Keiko Takamiya. Yes.
This girl who was like looming over the whole image is literally me, by the way.
Yeah.
If you're mad at
This
me on
is-
the internet, this is who you're being mad to.
Yeah.
She looks
But
so
yeah.
stoned. She's communing with the universe. Don't even worry about it.
Yeah, and there's Earth in the background, which is appropriate because
That's where they're going. They're going toward that. This is a kind of a boring key visual, but it's nicely composed. And I guess if you're gonna just kind of plock all the characters onto the board, this would be the way to do it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it benefits from the fact that Takamiya's character designs are strong.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love the guy with the fluffy hair who's like right behind the broody dude.
Yeah, naturally.
That's
Mm-hmm.
fine.
Yo, she uses tarot cards to predict the future. I bet I would like this show.
She's from Moo. Okay. We've got
bound to Mooland. Sorry, I
The
told
main
somebody
guy-
else not to sing earlier, so I should not sing. That's hypocritical.
Justified and
The main
ancient.
guy has, like, his outfit makes him look kind of cool and responsible,
Yeah.
but his face makes him,
Look
well,
a
frankly, I
little...
want to punch him. and shove him
Whoa,
in the
okay,
locker.
hey, come on now.
Hey, don't beat on
Be
the tiny
nice.
yowie boy.
I won't beat on the tiny yaoi boy. I will punch him. I will kick him into a locker. I will give him a wedgie.
Be nice. Come on.
Shane, I am a school bully when it comes to like anime boys that kind of piss me off just from looking at them.
Why?
It just happens.
He's
It's
just a
like
gentleman.
No.
Look at that guy's headphones.
Yeah. No, that guy's awesome. I want to hang it with him. Me and him can bully the twat in the front.
Alright.
Yeah,
Rudeness.
he knows it's fine.
Toka Getan.
The Moonlight Lady returns.
Yuri?
LGBT
Gender bending and LGBTQ
LGBT
themes. All right.
I guess that's...
Is this Yuri?
I don't know. Now that I'm getting a closer look at these character designs, they're not necessarily to my taste. But you know,
I
Look,
like
as
this.
long as the girl's
Fine.
history.
It's
look at that jacket. It's pure red.
two characters who, well, given like the tags there the gender of either is slightly ambiguous. About to go in for kiss and like lots of glittery nonsense.
Yeah.
like, petals.
Hmm.
It's not bad. I think it gets across what it intends to. I think, but I do like the impressionistic background.
Yeah.
But, like,
Yeah, that's nice.
it doesn't. I do wish it were like better integrated with the foreground. I guess.
I wish I liked the art more, mostly.
Eh.
Like the character art.
Toka Getan.
Anyway,
No, I should read more about this later.
Josh, any parting comments on Toka Getan?
Not really. This is fine.
Alright, cool. We got
The
two
Moonlight
more.
Lady Returns is what it is also known as.
Velber no Monogatari Sisters of Velber. I've heard of this.
I've heard of this, yeah.
Hey, shut up. She has a triple barrel shotgun.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And she's
Well,
like just yeah.
there's a
okay,
lot
there's-
going on in this picture.
Yeah,
Um,
okay. I like this one. It's like not.
By the way,
What did you say, Josh?
she's wearing the same outfit as that girl from that other key visual, like 20 key visuals ago.
It's a very similar outfit and also pose to the girl from Cazador. Yeah.
Yeah. However, her gun has three times
barrels,
as many barrels,
so it's
I
3
think
times
she's
as good.
literally
Yeah.
huge.
And also just protecting this girl back here who is some sort of royalty, I assume.
Probably.
And then there's
Sorry,
a
the triple
scheming
barrel
guy with
shotgun
a
has me
weird
too
head.
interested. I'm finding out about this series.
Yeah, there's a weird scheming guy with pushing his glasses up menacingly with some.
Or if we're
pinstripes
lucky, a
sigil on his head.
scheming lady.
Could be a lady.
Original historical action fantasy comedy by Studio Trans Arts.
Yo. This video is kind of trans arts if you think about it.
I agree. So yeah, the key visual, which is what we're talking about, and not the triple barrel shotgun being wielded by like a baddie or whatever.
Which is trans arts as well.
That is trans
fuck.
arts, yes.
Like, she looks modern. The girl she's saving is like a fantasy princess. There's like a castle in the background.
Yeah.
Plus that villain with like the head tattoo and the glass. We are in all sorts of time periods by design. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think I have this on my plan to watch, like just out of curiosity. It seems odd.
Yo, her name is Tina Lothar.
Track down her parents' foe, the Man of B of Death. The Man of B the Death. Tina is good with triple barrel shotguns. This is a good sentence, isn't it?
Han Gurnia. He is acquainted with martial arts.
Of course, production IG.
Ignorant to the world, but
Wait,
Yo, similar to Princess Principal? Hey.
and Cazador de la Brua. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
from earlier. There it is.
Artificial intelligence? What is this show about?
Like,
well, so yeah, the key visuals I think actually quite solid. It's one of the better of this like type of image that we have seen.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And
then finally, Zero Duel Masters.
You didn't need to put that much spice on an image this boring.
I don't need to do
this is just like a random crop of something. This is nothing.
Yeah, this is I do like how disdainful the rival kid's expression is.
Oh, that's all of these.
Well,
it all goes back. It all goes back to Kaiba.
Yeah.
Are there even anything in particular to say about this? Why isn't the main guy's shirt over designed? Come on.
Yeah, true. Duel Masters is
a 0 out of 10.
I don't care for Duel Masters. Yeah. So that's all the key. That's all the TV.
Well, best out of 5.
I think like the strongest that we saw in general. Anyone else want to go first?
Well, we do these 5 first.
The best of the 5.
Yeah. Okay, of these 5. I mean, it's probably Gurren Lagann.
I'm gonna give it to Velber no Monogatari just to be contrarian.
That's fair.
Also, shout out to Tortotera.
Yeah. There's some there's like 3 decent ones. One that's kind of and one that's nothing.
Best overall. Give me a slow scroll up. Goldman is possible. Overdrive is the real winner, of course. Yeah, okay, to be fair, Bokurano, Den of Coil, or Heroic Age, one of those 3.
Yeah, I think that also I do genuinely really like the Lucky Star one, but yeah, Bokurano and Den Coil. Skullman has a really good one. But yeah, like Bokurano or Den Coil, easy. Maybe Heroic Age is also it's a 3-way tie of those specifically. for me. It's like hard to say which.
I would
personally.
probably give it to Heroic Age overall.
Yeah, I might actually.
Or Lovely Complex.
Lovely Complex is a good one. That's like a good dark horse there.
Yeah.
No,
a good dark horse is Rice Shower.
By the way,
little
viewers, since Robin was on screen, if you did not know, DSL stands for dick sucking lips.
She's gone full
you for
Uma
that.
brain, ladies, gentlemen, and others.
Oh well, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one took 2 hours. We gotta figure out a system for getting through these
apologies
a little quicker.
for getting sidetracked especially easily this evening. But yeah, no, there's some bangers in here.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just finish it.
Everybody subscribe to our YouTube channel, or we will send the lady from Velbur no Monogatari to shoot you with a 3-barreled gun.
And if she doesn't do the job, we can always send Zirth from Bokarano to destroy your city.
Yeah.
Or G.
Good night, everybody.
Yeah. Bye.